As transphobes rally... What is this from? July 18th. As transphobes rally again at Los Angeles spa, police attack counter protests. Los Angeles police attacked trans rights activists with batons and rubber bullets on Saturday, declaring an unlawful assembly outside a spa where dozens of far-right transphobes dressed for battle gathered for a second time this month to demand that the facility stop permitting trans women to use the spa. Hey, I mean, why are you hitting the police? I don't understand. What is that, like a beanbag gun, I think? Come on, I got you. The police attack on the protesters outside the Wee Spa on Wildshire Boulevard came 2 weeks after right-wing extremists stabbed 2 demonstrators and clubbed a journalist during the dueling rallies at the same time. Location: the violence was wrongfully attributed to left-wing counter-protesters by right-wing propagandists or journalists. Okay, very interesting. I remember the original thing. Yeah, people having a meltdown over the trans woman using the spa, and now there's a bunch of violent, like, I guess, protests and rallies and this, that, and the other thing.
It's a tie-dye.
So what happened?
So over there where the chuds were being protected by LAPD, I was trying to follow a couple other members of the press to go on the side and film, and one officer rushed me specifically. There were no protesters near me. He pushed me back, and he started batoning other protesters, so I turned my arm away from him to film that, and with 2 hands he batoned my right hand as hard as it could, knocking my phone to the ground. I was told this is probably a sprain. I don't know for sure. Yeah.
Why is he holding it like that? Transphobic woman just ran into the counter-protesting crowd. Cops walked out.
Okay? Well, public is a condition. We don't want our kids looking at other people's genitalia, and this is a systemic
I mean, that's a fair criticism. This woman, like, listen, when it comes to, like, this whole scenario with the spa, I understand both sides. On the one side, like, you have a trans woman who wants to be, well, I'm assuming that there's a trans woman that wants to be seen as a woman, though they're probably not that passable. And then you have cisgender women who feel unsafe around a trans woman who is presumably not very passable and perceived as a threat. This is one of those scenarios where intersectionality really takes, like, it really comes together. And we have to understand that there are 2 unique experiences coming here from a group of trans people wanting to be seen as valid, but also cis women wanting to be safe. And I don't see how, as a leftist, you can't understand women who may be afraid of men due to past trauma, not wanting her kids to see a dick. It can be very traumatic for a child. And, you know, I remember I've been brainstorming about this, and it's really a hard thing to express, but and this is just me being honest, there's something additionally gross about male genitalia than women's genitalia. And I'm not entirely sure what it is, but even from my own experience, it's like traumatic when you go into like a fucking a men's locker room at the YMCA and you'll see old man's dicks out. But it's not quite as traumatic when you see like a naked woman. Part of that's probably because everything's on the outside from a man. But for a woman, everything's, you know, shoved up in there, for lack of a better term. But yeah, it's traumatic for kids, and if they got a glimpse of it, that's really gross and inappropriate. And like, to me, if they did get a glimpse of this individual's genitalia, why are they walking around naked? And yeah, I get it's a spa, but why is your dick out?
You're not allowed to point that up. You're not allowed to point that up. You better keep that down, idiot.
Cops walked her out while putting their guns towards. These aren't real guns; these are like beanbag guns. But they're really like spraying her with like silly string or something. Okay. LAPD shot clearly make the medic whatever. Okay, you got hit by like that's not a bullet. That's like a beanbag shot. They pointed out the firing is less lethal, but still dangerous rounds. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, of course, because you know it's got to do something. I mean, like, you're throwing shit at the cops or something. And then they shoot you with a beanbag. I don't understand what you're expecting. Leslie, the footage taken, he's seen that the round hit in their hands.
Hey, what's up?
They seem pretty fucked up. I'm not entirely sure why he shot at that person in the first place. It's a rubber bullet? Okay. Oh, they throw a water bottle. Okay. Oh, still, where's the water bottle? Oh, they throw it from behind. Well, that's not why they shot. Water bottle also came from over there. Why'd they shoot at her? I don't understand why they got shot. That seems like some kind of police protection.
Citizens just driving. They just
What did he shoot at them? What is that gun? Is that like... Why did he even shoot that? I mean, he didn't seem to hit anybody, but like, why is he shooting at them? So, I don't mean to laugh, but you heard what she said? That's why people are protesting, because there are kids in there, you fucking idiot. There are kids in the spa, and they don't want to be subjected to seeing a grown person's penis. They're so interested in, and they care so much about the children when it comes to a beanbag gun, which makes sense, but they're not interested and they don't care about the children when it comes to them being shown male genitalia, penises. And yeah, why even bring a kid to a fucking protest like this?
they're telling us to walk westbound. We need a safe way out of here.
Tell me where we're supposed to go.
They're telling us to walk westbound. We need a safe way out of here.
Why'd they shoot that guy? Why are they shooting? Why did they just start with this angle?
They're telling us to walk westbound. We
The hell is this person wearing?
need a safe way out of here.
Tell me where we're supposed to go.
They're telling us to walk westbound. We need a safe way out of here.
I don't know how many times we need to watch this guy shoot at him. What's the backstory here? Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, there's nothing there. Just got thrown to the ground by right-wing anti-pedophile protest. I'm confused. They're anti-pedophile? That sounds like a good thing. I'm so confused. Is that an insult? Just got thrown to the ground by right-wing anti-pedophile protesters? Wait, okay. Is that an insult? That's a great thing. You should be against pedophiles. Okay. As a crowd... Dude, I can't get past it. Okay. Protesters as a crowd converged on me and chased me. They threw water at me and screamed about Jesus. I said to grab my phone. Police would not let me get through the police line. But after I got thrown on the ground, they did.
Fuck out of here. Get the phone. Get the phone. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, sounds like a bunch of assholes. I'm empathizing with the anti-pedophile protesters. I mean, if they were attacking you, I mean, what are you, pro-pedophile? Like, what is happening here? According to the anti-fascist activists, dude, when you load everything with like right-winger and like fucking fascist, you know, whatever, I don't know, anti-fascist activist Chad Loader who kept tabs on local extremists. What does that mean? What's an extremist? Somebody who doesn't want to see a penis in a fucking spa, in a woman's spa? One of Beckett's attackers is the partner of Proud Boy. Oh, Proud Boys are fucking... Yeah, there's something else. Bakersfield, who attended the previous rallies. Before she was attacked, Beckett shared a video of a woman wearing a t-shirt that celebrated the murder of leftists who were hurled from helicopters by Chile's military during the rule. That's horrible. Okay. Notice the two women in the Free Commies t-shirts showing people being pushed from helicopters. The joke is that American anti-fascist activists should be subjected to execution. Oh, is that it? It's just that she was wearing a shirt that said free commie rides? Okay, I mean, if you're a communist and you support a communist regime that would throw people from a fucking helicopter, I don't know what you expect. The hostility against journalists is not limited to police and right-wing extremists. However, a group of counter-protesters, I don't think that these are all right-wing extremists. Here's the end of the day. Here's what I want you guys to understand, take away from this at the end of the day. This opens up a very complicated conversation about trans women, and really trans men as well, but we'll talk mostly trans women in female spaces, because there's a very unique issue here. Women, I believe, are justified in being a bit afraid of men when they're in a very sensitive place like a spa, where they are barely clothed and they have difficulty defending themselves. And I can understand that women may be afraid of men, especially based on their particular experiences. It's one of the things that we talk about as feminists. You're supposed to talk about the specific dangers that women may face from men, because men are physically domineering over women. And we've had a society that historically championed rape culture, although I don't think that we do now, especially amongst a lot of younger people. I think that you guys are really starting to understand consent, making sure that you allow you put women into, and even women to men as well, but you allow to put people into situations where they feel like they can say no comfortably. I understand that contests, or that challenges this trans woman's experience, that she wants to be seen as a woman. The problem is that society, we're not ready for all this. You know, as a society, we need to acknowledge that the passability of a trans person, unfortunately, is going to dictate what the interaction towards that trans person is going to be. And so if you have a very barely passable trans woman inside of a woman's spa, you're, of course, going to get backlash. Of course, those women are going to feel unsafe, especially if that person is apparently showing their genitalia to children. You know, we could sit here and we can be as pro-trans as we want, but at the end of the day, you can't be a leftist and also against the perspectives of these women who feel like they're in danger because they perceive a man being in the spa. If you have somebody that looks like Blair White... Oh my god, I can't spell. In the spa, you're probably going to be okay with them as a trans woman in the spa. But if you have somebody like, if you have somebody like, I spelled the name wrong, Jana Marie Kroc in the spa, you might be a little bit apprehensive. By the way, no disrespect to Jana Marie Kroc, you know, fantastic, phenomenal athlete, very beautiful, all that. But you understand my point, is that there are different levels of passability, and we need to acknowledge that because it can make people feel unsafe. And by ignoring that, you're ignoring women. You're ignoring the experiences of women. And so you really can't be as a leftist, you should be considering all options. Unfortunately, a lot of times, this is what I'm talking about. This is critical. This is like critical race theory. This is a part of intersectionality where different identities collide, and you have to be cognizant of all the identities involved in order to create like a fair space for everybody. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.